Hi, this is Jason with 5 Letter Comics Collectibles coming at you with another toy comparison. This time we're taking a look at the Force Awakens Captain Phasma versus the Force Awakens First Order Stormtrooper. So the first thing we're going to do is take a closer look at each figure. Alright, so taking a look at these two figures, there are some obvious differences, that we'll get out of the way right away, and then we'll go through, and take a look at some of the other subtle things. So obviously, first main thing, totally different colors. Captain Phasma is that chrome looking silver, and on the toy they do a good job with the upper body of painting the figure and making it look real shiny, and the rest of her body is like a molded gray plastic. And then the First Order Stormtrooper is obviously all white. Next up, they each have different blasters. They're the same blaster, it's just that the First Order Stormtrooper has a shorter one. It has like a cutoff area, there's no stock, and Captain Phasma has a stock to hers. But it is the same blaster that is on a First Order Snowtrooper. So if you have that figure, it's the same thing, it's just solid white. And then lastly, obviously Captain Phasma does have her little cloak, which is a little bit different as far as, just accessories they come with. And this is totally disregarding the little separate gimmicks that each figure comes with. Also, Captain Phasma is a much larger figure. I mean, she's definitely, considerably larger than the First Order Stormtrooper. So, some of the other differences in the figure would be the kind of the shaping of the mask. On the helmet of Captain Phasma, the bottom almost comes out where it comes like with the cheekbones and all the way around, almost like more of a sharper corners, while this one has almost more rounded edges. And you can see that a lot better when you actually have them it's basically like this. This one's got like a rounded look to it, and she actually almost like comes off as a sharp point. And also with the Captain Phasma, there are lines that are actually molded into the helmet, which you could see in the upper left-hand corner. And as this one is just nice and smooth, that does have a line right here, but nothing like the stuff that Captain Phasma has. And then taking a look at the upper body, you can basically see. And it's much easier to see on Captain Phasma because of the silver. The white kind of doesn't show the detail lines. They are basically molded exactly the same. The only real difference on the whole figure as far as any of the armor pieces would be that Captain Phasma's cod piece is more thicker and wider than the First Order Stormtrooper. You can see it's kind of a more narrow look to it. And then Captain Phasma has detail painted on her hands, so she almost has like metal fingers on her glove, while the First Order Stormtrooper is just all black. But other than that, the figure is, they're basically molded the same. Now, obviously, it is a little bigger, so I mean, it's not the exact mold, but I mean, they did put every little line of detail that's in one is in the other one. So there's no difference in this whole figure. Like even when you look at the pouches under the arm, you'll see that they still have the pouches. One has them and it's painted silver, one has it as painted white. Obviously, it's just that one's just molded bigger. And same thing, we go to the back. You have the pieces in the back. Everything is in there. That's the same. Even down to the molding and in the shoulders. So final thoughts on these two figures. Like I said, they're very, very similar. I mean, the armor is almost identical as far as every little nook, cranny, and crevice that's on the two figures. Like I said, the only major differences would be like the helmet has a little bit of a different shape on the rims, and as well as this one also has like a little breathing apparatus right there, and then the Captain Phasma does not. But I mean, other than that, having the cape and the different guns, they're essentially the same armor. So I think that's really cool. It's just that Captain Phasma is just absolutely hulking compared to the First Order Stormtrooper. But, you know, really two fantastic figures. They look great together. These would be great to, you know, to get a Captain Phasma and then get a whole bunch of Stormtroopers and do some army building. And I definitely recommend these two figures. But once again, this has been Jason with Violator Comics Collectibles. Any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys next time.